sea, where no one can bother me or guard my roots, if only for a day, just me and my thoughts, sailing far away, like a warm drink at sea.
Good evening, parents, teachers, staff, and guests, and fellow students. My name is Caitlin Jensen, and I am the president of National Honor Society. On behalf of the class of 2014, I would like to welcome you to the 51st commencement ceremony of Royce Start High School. Thank you for sharing this special evening with us.
Good evening. My name is Armand Wimberly, and I am the Student Body Government President. Everyone please stand if you are able as I lead you in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good evening, and welcome parents, students, faculty, and friends to the 51st Royce Start High School Commencement Ceremony, and to the best of my understanding, the first outside ceremony at Start High School. My name is Ed Perozek, and I have had the pleasure of being Start's principal for the last 2 years. Before I begin, I would like to introduce several individuals that are here tonight. Superintendent CEO Dr. Romulus Durant. Executive Transformational Leader of Curriculum, Mr. James Galt. Executive Transformational Leader of Operations, Mr. Brian Murphy. Transformational Leader of Community Relations, Mrs. Diane Irving. Chief Business Manager, Mr. James Gant. Treasurer, Mr. Matt Cleland. Chief Human Resource Officer, Mrs. Cheryl Speldenner. Representing our Toledo Board of Education members, Ms. Lisa Sebecki. Our hardworking START administrative team that consists of Assistant Principal of Curriculum, Mr. Chris Collins. Assistant Principal of Pupil Personnel, Mr. Maurice Allen. Counselor, Ms. Virgie Hamrick. Counselor, Mrs. Brenda Wilhelm. Counselor, Mrs. Barb Falaire. Dean of Students, Mr. Tyson Harder. Dean of Students, Mrs. Amy Dunhauer. Special help with graduation coordination, who's probably still in our ticket booth selling more tickets, is Mrs. Jerry Kofer. In addition, sitting right in front of the stage, actually on the track, are the finest and most hardworking teachers in Toledo. Please stand to be recognized. Our START faculty sets high standards and expectations to help our students prepare for an ever-changing world, regardless of where life might take them. Before I begin our actual ceremony, there are a couple of items that I want to share with you. First, in October of 2009, a future Start Spartan passed away. His name was Angelo Martinez. And for all of you that know him at DeVoe, he went by the name Doty. His family is clearly here tonight to celebrate his graduation in his honor. Please take a moment of silence to acknowledge Doty's presence here tonight with us. Thank you. Next. Next, I would like to have all of our individuals in this audience that have served or are currently serving in the armed forces to stand up right now, please. Hold your applause. I've got something else with that. At this time, I also invite our START seniors who plan on serving next year in the armed forces to join those who are already standing. Now's the time for the big, huge round of applause. Thank you for the hard work and dedication to these men and women that have done and will do for our country. Seniors, we begin this evening. I want you all to take a second and actually look out in the crowd this evening. I want you to try to find your family, your friends, maybe a teacher. Can you spot them? I think they found you. Well, these individuals have been with you for the last 4 years, encouraging you and supporting you getting to this final destination of high school graduation. Seniors, please give your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, and teachers a round of applause to say thank you for everything they have done for you. To continue, I have worked at Start High School 5 out of the last 6 years, and one thing that I have learned is that there is a great tradition of academics, athletics, and pride in this community and school. We were able to continue this tradition with the people in the audience and the seniors that are here tonight. In just a few moments, the class of 2014 will receive diplomas to mark their graduation from high school. The diplomas these graduates receive represent years of hard work, commitment, dedication, and achievement, and will mark a turning point in the lives of these young people. Henry Ford wisely said, "Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. And working together is success." As you look back, seniors, on the last few years, certainly there was a beginning. And thankfully, there was also progress. And yes, undeniably, you have been successful. Seniors, look to your left and look to your right. Set your goals high and strive to develop your skills and potential, but be careful in how you measure your success. If you choose to be the best in the world, remember that that title is fleeting and usually placed on you temporarily by others. In closing tonight, I challenge all of you seniors, rather being the best in the world, strive to be the best for this world. Thank you. Next, I am introducing Dr. Durant, Superintendent of Toledo Public Schools. Dr. Durant became the 30th Superintendent for Toledo Public Schools late last year, and since that time, he has made it his mission to share the positive news of our school district across this community. A native of East Toledo, Dr. Durant could not be prouder of being a graduate of 2 Toledo institutions, Waite High School and the University of Toledo. He was an outstanding football player at both, attending the university on a football scholarship and earning 4 varsity letters. Employed by TPS since 1999, Dr. Durant has been a teacher, an administrator, and a assistant superintendent, and now our superintendent. When he was 20, he wrote out a career plan that saw him as a school district superintendent by the age of 37. He has achieved that goal in 2013 when he was named superintendent of Toledo Public Schools and was given a 5-year contract. TPS Proud isn't just a catchphrase for Dr. Durant. In everything he says and does and wears, Dr. Durant shows the pride he has in his hometown schools, the vision of excellence he has for TPS District, and the belief he has in the students and teachers to achieve that standard. Please welcome Dr. Durant.
Good evening. Whoa. Good evening. Today is a day of celebration. We are here because of graduation. It had come so fast. It felt just like the other day that we were just having snow days. And I have to tell you, I earned more friends on Facebook because of those snow days than any other day of the year. But again, students, teachers, administrators, parents, and staff, I want to congratulate you. Congratulate our parents and our guardians. Congratulate our administrators, teachers, and our staff. But most importantly, congratulate you as graduates, students of Start High School. But what I want to do, and before I leave today and before you leave this campus, is to give you 6 points of success. Of not only my own success, but those who I had mentored me. But more importantly, given to you to transcend you into your tomorrow, being ready for the career workforce. Understand that you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pocket. My father used to tell me, you can't be handed to with a closed hand. I ask you to open up your hand today, receive these 6 points, and continue to run with them for tomorrow. Point number 1, trust yourself. Understand that you have received one of the most rigorous curriculums in schools, as well as the largest support staff of your teachers, your administrators, and your families to allow you to be an individual to make your own decisions. But you have to trust in yourself and have that confidence that you're making the right decisions. Understand that you need to be identified and in touch with your purpose. Understand your purpose is what you're passionate to do. I tell people, if you want to know what that passion looks like, you should feel like you're the LeBron James of what you do. Understand LeBron James can own that basketball court, but he can't own this classroom. LeBron James can own that basketball court, but he can't own the medical lab. But one of you is the LeBron James of that medical lab. One of you are the LeBron James of that classroom. But you have to have that confidence and go for it. Trust in yourself. Understand time is limited. You don't have time living someone else's dream. Point number 2, begin to oppose practices and orthodox. Meaning, if you find yourself asking, why do we do things this way? Begin to come up with your own solution. But more importantly, begin to transcend new ideas regard to others to follow. Understand, Mr. Prozik and his staff, this was a hard decision coming out here. It was a rough decision to make that change. But it took the leadership and the support of students, the support of communities and staff to make the decision, and we're here in this beautiful day, and we're going to enjoy Start Campus and take our pictures on our graduation day. But more importantly, you're going to defy in regard to transcending another organization just by your leadership and what you provide. Point number 3, do not fear failure or rejection. Understand most failures and rejection transcend into cures and answers. Is that you may explore into a means and not find the right ending, but ultimately find the right ending and another solution. It takes embracing your failures, but more importantly, embracing your wins. Begin to celebrate your wins internally. Understand today's graduation is a win for you. That is a confidence builder for tomorrow. Celebrate it internally. But understand the day that you begin to rely on external celebration is the day you lose self-confidence because you rely on others to support you and get you up emotionally. Your internal self-confidence is what's going to drive you for lifelong. Continue to build upon those wins, but more importantly, understand your failures is not the end, actually an opportunity. Continue to strive on. Understand that you are braver than you believe. Understand that you are stronger than you seem, and you are smarter than you know. Believe that and continue to seek it out. Point number 4, naysayers. Students, we know them today as haters. Oh, they out there. They're out there. I'm going to tell you. But more importantly, understand that there are those who are surround you in your circle currently that you may have to cut loose. If someone is not within your vision and your dream, then you need to make sure that you cut them loose. But more importantly, understand there are those who are outside with you today who are here to support you tomorrow. Never confuse an advisor to a naysayer, because it's that advisor who is your stepping stone to achieve your dreams. Again, continue to focus, get your support system, because ultimately they help accomplish your dreams. Point number 5, hard work. You never accomplish anything without hard work. How many of you seen the commercial of the young man who was laying in his bed and the alarm clock goes off and he hit the snooze button and then there was a bench that showed up next to his bed? Or the young man when he was in a movie theater enjoying the movie and a bench showed up to him next to the movie theater. And then all of a sudden, he was at home playing PlayStation video games, and a bench showed up. What that bench was an icon because that's where he'd be sitting if he continued to do what he was doing. Meaning, when you're out at the mall walking around, somebody else is working harder. When you're hitting that snooze button, somebody else is up and at it, getting after working for tomorrow. And when you may be at the home playing video games, there is someone else out there working hard to achieve. That bench was no more than a reminder of him focusing his tomorrow. I ask you to develop an icon that keeps you focused on track. One thing that I share with our adults and students, there is only one thing in this world that's equal between every one of us here, is that we all have 24 hours in a day. What you do with your 24 hours will set you apart from the next person. Utilize your 24 hours wisely with a plan, a vision, ultimately will drive you towards your goals of tomorrow. And last but not least, give back. To whom much is given, much is required. Every one of you are given a gift to seek out in your purpose. But more importantly, as you've been given that gift, you're required to give it back. The old saying says that the meaning of life is to find your gift, but the purpose of life is to give your gift away. Your parents stand before you today as that you is that gift, and they're giving you to this society and this culture and this community. It is your responsibility to give your gift back to this community. Your responsibility to give your purpose back to change our tomorrow. Again, to whom much is given, much is required. I end every one of my speeches and every one of my interviews with the TV, I always say, I am TPS proud. I'm a proud graduate of Wade High School, class of 94. But today, they are TPS proud. They are proud graduates of Start High School, class of 2014. Give them a round of applause and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Durant. And now our keynote speaker for this evening, board member, Ms. Sebecki.
Good afternoon, and what a beautiful day we have at Start High School today. On behalf of Toledo Board of Education, our President, Dr. Cecilia Adams, our Vice President, Mr. Robert Vasquez, our board members, Chris Varweg, and our other board member, Polly Taylor Gherkin, it is my pleasure to stand before you today with the class of 2014. Parents, grandparents, distinguished guests, and of course, the class of 2014. Congratulations, you have all made it. I was thinking about the words of wisdom I could possibly say that would inspire a group of kids for the future. I soon came to the resolution that not only words of wisdom I would try to convey, but a remembrance of how you became successful. A pastor once told me these words, "It's not an I, it's a we." Graduates, from the first day you arrived to your kindergarten class, your parents dropped off their most prized possession, you. You came to school with your backpacks dragging on the ground, filled with a toolkit for success. Crayons, writing tablets, Kleenex boxes, glue, and an occasional stuffed animal. Your mind was eager to encapsulate all the knowledge your teachers are waiting to give. Parents left the building crying that kindergarten morning because of the journey you have begun. Before a blink of an eye, you accomplished so much. An 8th grade graduation was here and gone. A new journey of high school has now begun. Those same tears that your parents shed that kindergarten day were shed secretly your freshman year, not believing that you have grown so fast. Backpacks went from crayons and tons of number 2 pencils. Writing tablets went to notebooks filled with loose leaf paper. Stuffed animals were replaced with the much needed cell phone. Graduates, you began high school thinking, I know it all because I learned everything I needed to know in kindergarten. Well, many of you soon learned that yes, you knew a lot, but there was so much more to learn. Math wasn't just 2 + 2 = 4. You learned what the square root of 64 is, and even learned how to come to that conclusion. You learned that baking soda and vinegar doesn't only make a cool volcano, but you learned the chemical breakdown of baking soda and vinegar. Now you sit here today and celebrate the completion of 13 years of warped, and I mean warp speed knowledge that will guide you to the future. Take a moment and think back to all those wonderful times, but don't forget to thank the ones that helped you along the way. Take the time to say thank you to the ones that picked you up after a midnight game of broomball. And I think Nicole Bowman will know what I'm talking about there. Oh yes, the times your parents gave you encouragement after you lost your football game. Or the time your parents stayed up late to help you finish that report that was due the next day. And you forgot all about it until about 8 o'clock that night. To the parents, thank you. I see a few fingers pointing. Teachers, thank you. Community, thank you. But class of 2014, thank you for all that you have given back to us. Class of 2014, your journey has only begun, and the future is what you will make it. If you want to be a teacher, go be one. If you want to be the superintendent, go be one. If you want to be a lawyer, a baker, a doctor, go be one. You are the only one that can be what you want to be. As parents, we will continue to be there, and as a community, we will continue cheering you along the way. And in closing, I would like to say, I am TPS proud of you, class of 2014, Start High School. But now we're back where we started. It's not an I, it's a we. Congratulations, the class of 2014.
Good evening and congratulations to the graduating class of 2014. Here we are in the midst. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Here we are in the midst of starting our lives as new adults. We'll be starting a brand new journey of our own. It is in this time, in the next stage of our lives, where we reminisce in the memories that we have created. The memories made over the past 4 years have formed a foundation for who we are to become. When we look around at the people next to us, we realize that at one point before we stepped in to start high school, these people around us were just faces. Within the last 720 days that we have spent together, the faces around us have been molded into friends and a family that have made memories and lasting impressions that we will remember forever. It all started with our first step into the Roy C. campus. We were immediately surrounded by hundreds of new people. Excitement and nervousness filled the air. Some of us even armed ourselves with maps of our large school in hope of not being the typical lost freshman. We were handed this clean slate that we were about to make many memories together and have the time of our lives. Within the first months of our time at Start High School, we didn't just make a family of fellow classmates, but with the teachers and administration guiding us in our voyage to adulthood. These wise adults pushed us to do our best so that we could set our best foot forward as we grew to be the people that we are today. They also told us that our time together in high school would be short. Of course, when we were told this, we rolled our eyes and scoffed and thought that they were crazy. But now as we look back at those early days, I know that I can say that they were right. Every moment in the classrooms, cafeteria, and hallways of our school were tiny memories leading up to this moment. As sophomores thoroughly introduced to the ways of high school, we buckled down and spent a great portion Thank you, Mrs. Manley. We buckled down and spent a great portion of the year preparing for the Ohio graduation tests. We worried most of the year whether we knew what we needed to know to pass each test. Every essay, worksheet, quiz, or test was in preparation for the assessment that decided whether or not we make it to this very point. Once the tests were over, the weight of the world was lifted off our shoulders. And when the news came that we passed them, it was time to celebrate and look forward to the next 2 years as upperclassmen. The 11th grade brought forth its own set of memories. All of us wanted to get through the 2012-2013 year as fast as possible so that we could be seniors. During that year, one memory that stands out to me is the last football game of the season against our rival, Bowsher High School, for the city championship. Though it wasn't a win for the team, we joined together like the family we are and supported the boys on the field through every play. That night, under the lights, the team poured their hearts onto this very field as we screamed and cheered and chanted in unison. We did the same for the boys' basketball varsity team as they were victorious against the Bowsher Rebels later that year. Last year, we proved to each other that we are a family that will be there for one another, win or lose. Finally, our senior year came, and we said, this is it. Our time had come to shine. For 3 years, we watched as our upperclassmen graduated, and eagerly we waited for our day to come. And now, guys, it's our turn. For most of us, the past 9 months together have been the highlight of our high school experience. This past year, we had many firsts. No one can forget last winter. Records were not only broken for the 84 inches of snow, but the calamity days that ensued. This was the first year that we were out of school for 14 days because of the weather. What a great year to be a senior. Because of the large amount of snow that was brought upon us, the senior class was also able to have a senior snowball fight in our school's courtyard. We bounded onto the untouched snow and created an extremely cold memory and hopefully a new school tradition. Of course, it's our first year graduating here in our own stadium in the backyard of our school that we will forever call our hometown high school. It is an honor to initiate these traditions that will follow in years to come. Overall, our class has created memories to last a lifetime. We've had 4 homecomings and homecoming dances, 4 safari college nights, approximately 40 football games, 56 basketball games, 48 baseball games, 2 proms, 8 productions from the Thespians, and 28 academic classes. There are also the memories that happens outside of school, such as celebrating birthdays, getting a driver's license, a first job, and maybe even finding love of some sort. Most importantly, during our time in high school, we spent a lot of time finding ourselves amongst those around us. We have become a family and have made friends that will last forever. Not only have we made history, but we've uncovered the person that is soon to venture off to adulthood and start a new life. Someone once said, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift, and that's why it's called the present." After looking back at our past and reminiscing in the memories of Royce Start High School, we need to take this time and celebrate our accomplishments and be thankful for what we have. When we look around at those next to us, we realize it is because of them that we have the memories we have to look back at. Soon we will be able to say that we are proud graduates of Start High School, class of 2014. Once again, congratulations to each and every graduate. It's been a true gift to spend the last 4 years with each one of you. Good luck and continue to make lasting memories.
It is my esteemed honor and privilege to recognize the members of the class of 2014 for their achievements. These students have represented Royce Start with their high achievement and unwavering determination that must continue with classes in the coming years. As future classes work toward graduation, it is the class of 2014 that provides the inspiration and challenge to them to reach an even higher level of success. High achievement is the standard and a tradition at Royce Start. Thank you for meeting this challenge and raising the achievement bar for future classes. As the cost of higher education continues to rise, the competition to secure financial assistance to pursue an education beyond high school has become even more challenging and time-consuming every year. These students have competed in the classroom, in interviews, national and state testing, and athletics to earn awards, scholarships, and grants. Many of our students have overcome academic and personal challenges and obstacles on this journey in pursuit of this assistance, while others have triumphed over adversity and uncertainty to earn their diploma. Thank you, parents, teachers, counselors, and administrators who have provided countless hours of needed assistance, encouragement, and support that has been vital for the success of each and every one of these young adults. This support has been crucial, especially when some have seen the light grow very dim at times, yet you have continued to give them the ray of hope that was so desperately needed. You have believed in them even when they did not believe in themselves. At this time, seniors, if you have been awarded a scholarship or grant, would you please stand and remain standing until all have been honored? Parents, I invite you to stand and share in this recognition of your son or daughter, as you have been an instrumental part in supporting them on this journey. Please stand at this time, students, if you've been awarded a grant or thing. These students reflect the dedication, determination, talent, and hard work required in academics, sports, activities, and community service necessary to receive this recognition. I am proud to announce that the students standing before you have been offered scholarships and grants totaling $5,079,400 in tuition assistance to further their education and career goals. For additional information on specific scholarships and grants the students were offered, please refer to the senior recognition booklet on the class of 2014's reported accomplishments. On behalf of your counselor, faculty, and staff, it is with great pride that we congratulate you and the entire class of 2014 and wish you much success and happiness in all of your future endeavors. You may be seated.
Good evening. My name is Leah Thompson, and I'm the valedictorian of this year's senior class. Over the past couple weeks, I've been getting the same question over and over. Are you scared to talk in front of all those people? And each time I say no, because I like talking to people and I'm comfortable here. On this field, I cheered for the DeVoe Vikings throughout elementary and middle school. I played soccer here my junior and senior year, and I had the honor of marching with the color guard for my senior year. But I really am scared of today and what it all means. It's so easy to look back and recall the memories from the past 4 years. Like, do you remember the time I got knocked unconscious at soccer practice? Or do you remember when Mrs. Ludden made the whole cast and crew cry before one of our last productions? The future is a scary thing. No one wants to talk about how their friendships might end when they leave here. And it's scary to know that we won't be seeing the same friends every day, and we'll never be able to walk the halls the same way again. Before one of my last performances with the drama club, Mrs. Ludden gave one of her famous tear-jerking speeches. The cast and crew stood in a circle on the stage, holding hands with tears in our eyes, as she said the final words, "It's okay. Don't be scared." And those words were my main source of comfort as my journey through high school came to an end. Most people would expect the valedictorian to know exactly what they want to do with the rest of their life before they even come here, but that's not the case for me. And I'm sure that some of the members of this graduating class are in the same boat. And that's completely okay. What we've completed so far is only a drop in the bucket of life. Maybe a few years down the road, you'll realize you're not doing what you want to do. But you have the power to change that. Discover what you're most passionate about and follow it. Pay no attention to the people who try to take you off your track, like this wind is trying to do for me right now. There will always be someone in your ear telling you that what you're doing is the wrong thing. But if you're being happy and you're doing what you want, how is that wrong? Even if you don't make it, at least you can say you tried and you enjoyed it all while it lasted. Like Babe Ruth said, don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. And this is our time to make the choices to live the lives that we want. In conclusion, I would like to thank my 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Mankowski, for encouraging me to pursue greatness, and nothing short of that. I would also like to thank Mrs. Mandley, Mr. Rigolato, Mrs. Ludden, Mr. Frank, and Mrs. Thomas for challenging me and showing me that I have to work for everything I want, inside and outside of the classroom. And last, but certainly not least, I would like to thank our salutatorian, Taylor Hart, for keeping me on my toes the past 4 years and pushing me to my limits in order to keep my rank. And to my fellow graduates, I'd like to leave you with a couple words. It's okay. Don't be scared. Congratulations, and thank you.
Superintendent Dr. Durant, members of Toledo Public Schools Board of Education, I now verify that all graduation candidates here tonight have met or exceeded all requirements by the state of Ohio and Toledo Public Schools. Congratulations, class of 2014.
Leah Elizabeth Thompson. Taylor Morgan Hart. Thomas Robert Ball. David Scott Beatty. Sahira Belinda Bruce. Robert Allen Carter. Riley Antoinette Clark. Daniel Patrick Hojanacki. Nicole Marie Geisick. Alacia Lynn Jones. Caitlin Marie Jensen. Taylor Marie Johnson. Bailey Elizabeth Nebe. Thank you. Chelsea Emma Lothsheiser. Madeline Louise Tucker. Kirsten Elizabeth Loesch. Nicholas Robert Wagner. Kayla Marie Repass. Armand Vance Wimberly. Joel Luigi Twitchell.
Christopher Deshaun Adams. Brooke Rose Anishevitz. Robert Arthur Allison II. Stand right there. Alexandra Monique Anderson. Devon A. Arscott. Mariah Rain Baker. John Lee Beatty. Antoinette Lynn Bannis. Jakari Bailey. Madison Page Barboza. Gregory Michael Bardwell. Nicole Lynn Bowman. Byron James Barker. Congratulations. Seneca Renee Bell. Tremaine Batson. Zoe Elizabeth Bernard. Matthew Anthony Blosser. Tiffany Marie Louise Bevan. Zachary Christopher Blue. Portia Bills. Javon Boone. Michaela Ashley Blanton. Brandon Lee Bowling. Sierra Nicole Buck. Avion Marquise Boyd. Sierra Bree Burks. Andrew Paul Bradish. Caitlin Marie Burmeister. Dante O'Shea Lavelle Brown. Micaiah Bird. Micaiah. Anthony Isaiah Burt. Samantha K. Carson. Alexandra Noel Bush. Kiana Nanette Gloria Coffey. Jacob James Cannon. Merica Yane Mia Coffey. Lorenzo Dion Childs. Candace L. Cooper. Aaron Joshua Davis. Deasia Danae Cox. Andrew Thomas Dickens. Sabrina Jacqueline Cox. Jared Chandler Eef. Caitlin Lee Kuchar. Congratulations. Hopefully I get it right. Damar Kendall Ellis. Deja Destiny Daniel. Zachary Robert Flaws. Anessa Shamar Daniels. Christian David Garza. Shelby Christine Davis. Renee Yardell Garza. Kiana Raylonda Dickens. Daniel Michael Argo Gratz. Sierra Nicole Drzlinski. Congratulations. Nakai Tyree Green. Ashley Nicole Duttridge. No, wait a minute. Ashlyn Janae Edgecombe. Savannah Michelle Elizondo. Ashley Rose Emiger. Ashley Rose Emenager. Patricia Ann Fisher. Jada Victoria Fortune. Ricky J. Monet Falks. Seven C. Garner. Cheyenne Nicole Grandowitz. Constant Audrey Marie Green. Jessica Antoinette Guest. One more. They should be up there. Kenyetta Danielle Guest.
Benjamin Louise Hamilton. Haley May Haas. Delano Theodore Harmon. Brianna Danielle Harlan. Brianna. Joseph Taylor Harmon. Cheyenne Shante Harper. John Timothy Harris Jr. Alasia Marie Harris. Devin Michael Hardesty. Allison Nicole Hebert. Donald Kenneth Hatch III. Ryasha Siobhan Lanice Henry. Kurt Aaron Helton. Genova May Hooker. Isaiah Deontay Hicks. Shalay Unique Hughes. Joshua David Hinkle. Rachel Elizabeth Heiberger. Jackson Henry Eiler. Rebecca Joy Heiberger. Lucas Eiler. Ashley Marie Jackson. Dejan Malik Jackson. Chloe Elena Jackson. Tyler Joseph Jezerowski. Marissa K. Jacobs. Philip Thomas Johnson. Brianna Monique Jenkins. Curtis Javon Jones. Angelica Breon Johnson. Ronald Jones. Caitlin Marie Johnson. Tyler Dean Jones. Kendra Allen Jones. Sean Michael Kelly. Talea Rose Jones. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Madeline Sue Kluzinski. Nathaniel Stephen Kiner. Amanda Nicole Kolk. Christopher Wayne Clemmy. Angelina Mariah Cron. Kyle Jordan Kubiks. Jasmine Charita Lawler. Jacob Alexander LeDuc. Brianna Paulette Lewandowski. Jordan Michael Lafarda. Mia Sierra Lynch. Anthony Michael Leonard. China Simone Mahmood. Jonathan Luna. Alexia Monet McCorvey. Richard Austin Lynn. Ariel Marie McQueen. Derek Scott Marquardt. Tia Monique Parks Miles. Daquan Marcel McBride. Kristen Marie Mitchell. Eric McCormick. Michaela Robin Monholland. Ramiro Melendez. Simone Monique Moody. Matthew Grant Myers. Melinda Lee Moore. Alexander Lindsay Michael. Sierra Marie Morelos. Mickey Aaron Miller. Jasmine Monique Munn. Thomas Owen Miller III. Michael Anthony Mitchell Jr. Eddie Lee Murphy Porter Jr.
Rebecca Aurora O'Leary. Alexander Michael Oleschlager. Samantha D. O'Leary. Rayshawn Antonio Parker. Alexis Taylor Olson. Jason Todd Phelps. Diamond Chantel Pitts. Cody J. Ransdell. Tanae Ann Poindexter. Matthew Ray Regal. Brianna Marie Potts. Matthew James John Rocker. Mariah Sandra Tazinski. Salvador Sandoval Jr. Chelsea Brianne Randolph. Brian Keith Sims Jr. Elizabeth Karen Rasky. John J. Skelly II. Riesia Danielle Richardson. Claude Harrison Smith IV. Timony Ricky Richardson. D'Angelo Smith. Kayla Nicole Robinson. Desmond Joseph Smith. Kelsey Taylor Rooks. Lavelle Smith. Natalie Elizabeth Shalda. Patrick Bradley Smith. Macy Jane Smith. Mitchell Ulysses Sponseller. April Marie Stahl. Nicholas John Sturger. Tiana Lauren Tompkins. Van Allen Taylor Jr. Asha Nicole Townsend. Benjamin John Tillman. Elia Marche Turner Robinson. Zafir Triplett. Ellie Renee Tweetmeyer. Jerome Howard Turner Robinson, Jr. Sierra Urudia. Andrew Ray Urbina. Monica Emily Van Pelt. Adrian Stewart Wakowiak. Ajani Vance. Brian Terrell Williams. Kelsey Danielle Vasquez. Melvin Alexander Woods III. Alasha Marai Villarreal. Sean Timothy Yates. Emily Sue Waldvogel. Drake Anthony Zagula. Deja Dominique Walker. Amber Lynn Wombold. Janika Lachey Nicole Warren. Desiree Willis.
Reagan Riley Winchester. And Lydia Hope Yeager.
All right, at this time, our superintendent and other staff members and cabinet members have a prior engagement that they have to go to as well, so that we're going to excuse them. I want to thank you for everything that they did for us today. All right, we're going to continue. My name is Mr. Allen. I'm the assistant principal here at Star High School, and it's my pleasure to name the outstanding senior female and outstanding senior male class of 2014. These young adults were selected by Star High School staff members. Staff members include teachers, administrators, secretaries, custodians, the entire Star family. These young people have truly made an impression on everyone. Their selection was based on school citizenship, scholarship, loyalty, service, and overall character. Today, they will receive an honor medallion in recognition of their outstanding achievement. Congratulations to the following outstanding senior students. The outstanding senior girl for 2014 is Kayla Repass. The outstanding senior boy for 2014 is Armand Wimberly.
Will the class of 2014 please stand? Please join me in the turning of our tassels. We would like to ask that at the conclusion of the alma mater, everyone please remain in their seats until all of the graduates have processed from the stadium. Will everyone please stand and join in the singing of our alma mater?
Ladies and gentlemen, right before we leave, there's a couple of announcements I do want to state. First of all, like Taylor said, please stay seated, especially we have quite a few handicapped people here as well. Let them exit first. I would appreciate that. Second of all, Dr. Durant's not here, but one of his the core commitments of the district we have is called technology oriented. And as you can see right now, we have a gentleman in front of me with a camera, and the laptop that's been sitting there the whole time has had a live stream going on into the auditorium if any people that weren't here were there. What's really kind of neat and kind of innovative, and probably I think the first time being done, is about an hour after this, you can go onto YouTube and you could type in startgrads.com. Is that startgrads.com? Just go on to startgrads.com actually, and you'll be able to watch this graduation ceremony all over again. So thank you for coming out and enjoy your evening. Oh, also, we are going to be having all the graduates into the cafeteria to receive their diploma. It is a very small reception. Also, afterwards, feel free to come in there and have the graduates get many pictures inside Start High School. Again, that was one of the reasons why we decided to do it here. So please come and enjoy the time in the cafeteria. Thank you for coming out.